In preparing for this event tonight, one of the questions that was proposed to me to ponder on was, what does a queer future look like to me? That's a question I've never been asked, and one I've honestly never even asked myself. But as I thought back on all of my experiences of being a queer man in America, I easily started to dream about some variation of what I believe is a promised land. A queer future. A queer future, to me, looks like my 14-year-old self not being convinced that he'd please his family by never taking another breath. A queer future, to me, looks like whenever someone mentions a pride event, I don't immediately think of a sea of whiteness taking up so much space that I have to constantly ask myself why I'm there. At least until Crazy in Love comes on. But I guess that's okay, because if white people weren't gay too, the black and Latino ones would still be having to fight at Stonewall every night for the last 50 years. A queer future to me looks like all Black lives matter. It looks like trans women of color not being slaughtered by insecure and fragile cis black men as often as the sun runs to shine another side of the world. It means their death not falling on deaf ears or on ones who reduce their purpose to becoming a hashtag, a like, or an Instagram story that fades within hours, sometimes lasting longer than the memory of that person's presence. A queer future to me looks like bold queer spirituality. It looks like being able to sashay and chante up and down any church aisle in the world without being shamed by someone who thinks they have a heaven or a hell to put you in. It means for the church to take complete ownership and missing its purpose, and in doing so, causing so much irreversible and unnecessary damage. Do you ever recall a moment in the Bible when Jesus spoke to someone and they walked away damaged? Me either. A queer future to me looks like textbooks telling the stories of those who fought before us, knowing the name Crystal LaBeija just as much as they know the name Clara Barton. A queer future to me looks like a lot of fat, a lot of femme, a lot of Asian, and a lot of black, and that's just starting at who I see being president. A queer future to me looks like when I see diverse queer love on screen, it doesn't mean somebody colored is in love with a white man as if that's the only thing a queer person of color should desire. A queer future to me looks like black men loving black men on screen without fist fights, celibacy, or polar bears. A queer future to me looks like white gay men creating their own language instead of keeping a black woman's voice hostage in the bottom of their throats. A queer future to me looks like respect, like unity, like love, unwrapped, unconditional, and unapologetic, like a Soul Train line, like a big-ass smile from God, like for us, by us, like staying ready, not getting ready, like an unstoppable truth, like victory, like revolution, like self-love, like forgive but never forget, like come so far and not much more to go, like queer homelessness at 0.00-0%. Like suicide rates at 0.00-0%. Like murder rates at 0.0-0%. Like a gay-ass Chick-fil-A sandwich and a beautiful and patriotic trans first lady with a Banji-like fashion statement. A queer future to me looks like every one of us getting a chance to see it. See that promised land, that thing we were told not to dream, that thing we were told did not and would not exist, that thing we were told we were unworthy to have. Well, I got news for you. That thing your mama told you was a lie. That thing your daddy told you was a lie. That thing the preacher told you was a lie. That thing the world told you was a lie. We are so worthy. We are so worthy to have it. We are so worthy to see it. We are so worthy to be it. A queer future to me looks like our next breath. Now all we got to do is take it. Thank you.